Hello everyone. This session is to learn about some circuits in electricity. We will conduct this session in two parts. I am shooting this video in apartment, so you will listen to some background noise which I can't help, but I am shooting this video in lockdown, so bear with that background sound. Now I will open this kit. We have lot of wires, connectors, bulb in this pouch. So first of all, I will show you to start with making of a board. So remove this release paper and you have to press this black foam at 4 corners, so that our board will have base on which we can rest this board. So first of all, connect all these 4 foams, remove these 2 resistors from it, keep them safely because we need it in next session. I will just remove this sellotape, if not let it be. First I will tell you about nut and bolts. You will see this pouch. In one side you have lot of bolts, in the middle pouch you have lot of nut, and in third you will find 3 nut and bolt. These 3 are different than these bolts. They are called as CSK bolt with a flat head. We have to use these bolts to fix our battery with a board. So basically we have this battery holder having 2 holes here. We have to fix this battery holder using this CSK nut bolt with a flat head onto the board. If you do not find your cell holder with holes, in some cases you might get such cell holder in your kit. So in that case we will be providing just both side tape, so that you can fix this using cello tape or both side tape onto the board. Otherwise you have to fix this using these 2 holes and matching these 2 holes onto the board with CSK bolt. So let us see how to connect these 2 with CSK bolt. I am just opening this pouch, take out one CSK bolt out of it, insert it into the cell holder, so it will go flat, match with this hole, insert it there, and from the other side you have to put a nut onto the bolt like this and tighten it using screwdriver. While you are tightening with the screwdriver, hold the nut from the bottom side with your fingers. Similarly, you will put another bolt on this side. Now we have connected bulbs using nut and bolt. You have to use only one bolt to fix these bulbs with a board. You can see from the bottom there is only one nut and bolt. After this, we have to check all these 3 bulbs using, that will be a simple circuit. So always remember, on the spring you have to put negative terminal of the battery, insert negative terminal of the battery. In this step we have to check all 3 bulbs if they are working or not. So just take 2 wires and touch the end terminals, you can see bulb is glowing, and this we called actually a simple circuit. Test another, this bulb is glowing, now this is not glowing. So if any bulb is not glowing, how to fix it? So basically if you see it carefully, this bulb is made up of glass and metal part. Never touch the glass part or put your pressure or force of fingers on the glass part, always hold the metal part and just tighten it. Do not try to tighten it too much. And now we will test. Yes, this bulb is glowing. Now test for the third, this also is not glowing. So just slightly move it clockwise and test it. So, these all 3 bulbs are glowing. So, this is basically a simple circuit. Now, we will make a circuit using switch. To make a switch, we will need small L bracket and a metal strip having 2 holes. So, first of all, we will make a handle of this switch. So, insert long bolt into it and put a nut onto it. So, this will be our handle. Then fix this switch here beside L bracket. You can see here all 4 L bracket markings are there, and in these 2 are for switches. So, put it there and insert bolt from the bottom side, put the switch and we will fix it using nut. Do not tight it too much, but you have to make sure that we can move this switch left and right. We will put additional one more nut so that we can fix wire in between these 2 nuts. After this, we have to fix this L bracket here. So, to fix L bracket, again I repeat the procedure, but in this case I will insert bolt from the top side like this, and from the bottom side I will put 2 nuts like this. Hold your fingers and tight it with a screwdriver. So, what we have done is made a one switch. To connect switch, we need certain wire. So, I am just taking one wire from the cell holder, loose this bolt, insert this C bracket here and tight it again with the help of screwdriver. Now, we will give this positive here. So, again loose this and insert this here like this. After this, take one more wire, put this wire here and connect this wire to the other terminal of the bulb. So, this is simple circuit with switch. Right now, circuit is not closed. So, electricity though is flowing, but here electricity is not flowing. So, if I touch this here, you can see this is the on position of the switch and bulb is glowing. If I take this switch in this position, this will be a off position and bulb will not glow. The same thing we can test for conductors and insulators. So, even though this switch is not touching each other, I take a conductor and touch these 2 parts, you can see bulb is glowing, because electricity can pass through this screwdriver from this point to this point and circuit is completed. So, bulb will glow. So, this is the test for conductors and insulators. So, if I take say this wire now, if you say this wire is an insulated wire, the upper part is of insulating material. So, if I connect these 2 with insulating material, electricity will not pass through this. So, bulb will not glow. You can test different material to test for conductors and insulators. So, if I touch this plastic part as well, this side, electricity will not glow, but if I touch metal part is a conductor, electricity will pass through it and bulb will glow. So, this is how we have made a simple circuit with switch and tested for conductors and insulators. Our next circuit is testing a short circuit. You must have used this word or phrase short circuit. So, let us see what short circuit is. Now, this bulb is glowing, electricity is passing through this bulb. All we know that bulb glows because of there is a tungsten wire. We will learn more about resistors in next session, why this bulb glows, but definitely when electricity passes through this tungsten wire, it gives out energy in the form of light. So, electrons have to struggle a lot to pass through this tungsten wire. If you provide electrons a path from this point to this point via external way, you can say this as a bypass or short road. So, as you all have experienced this, if you are going to home and you have lot of traffic going to your home, you take another path which is with less traffic. The same thing happens with electrons. So, I am just going to touch these 2 points here. Let us see what happens. Now, this bulb is not glowing. Why bulb is not glowing? When electrons are passing from positive terminal to negative terminal, they have to pass through this tungsten, means lot of traffic they have to pass. But when you connect this wire from one end to another end, this wire is a conductor, good conductor of electrons. So, electrons sees it at a less traffic road or bypass road. So, that instead of taking high traffic road, they take this bypass road. But in electricity, it does not mean that it does not depend on the length. So, even if you take this wire of a longer length, still electrons will pass through these two terminals through wire, because resistance of this wire is very less. As I told you, we will learn more about resistors and why electron do such things in next session, but this is a short circuit. Similarly, we use fuse in our house. When high voltage comes in our house, we have to break that voltage, otherwise it will damage our electrical gadgets, televisions or refrigerator. So, there we use fuse. Now, let us make one interesting circuit. For that, I have done some earlier work. So, I will just explain you that what I have done. You will see these 4 L brackets attached with the board with these 2 switches. Make sure that this is the handle of the switch, so we can move this left and right easily. Also, these 4 L brackets, I have attached 4 more nut and bolts here, and additional nut is here, so that we can fix wire in between this space. Now, see the connections. Black wire or negative wire coming from this battery holder is going to this one bulb point. Positive from the battery is going to the switch, and this wire from another side of the bulb is going to the switch. Now, we will just add 2 more wires. So, this is L bracket number 1, 2, 3 and 4. I will connect 1 and 4 using a wire. So, just insert this wire here and tight this bolt and connect it. So, I have connected this 1 and 4 using a wire. Similarly, we have to connect 2 and 3 using a wire. So, just create some space in between 2 nuts and tight the nut. Okay. So, if you can see from this angle, I have connected 1 and 4 and 2 and 3. Such kind of, first of all, I will show you the working. So, I am connecting it here. See, the bulb is glowing. Now, I will switch it off. So, off position is this. So, on position of this is this. So, bulb is glowing. Such kind of switches, where do you need? Imagine you are living on first floor, your bedroom is on first floor and you want to drink water on the ground floor. So, you will switch on the light, you will go down. So, where is the switch? Switch is on the ground floor or first floor? You will switch on the bulb from the first floor, you will go downstairs and switch off the bulb from downstairs. Again you want to go up, you will switch on the bulb from the downstairs and you will switch off the bulb from the upstairs, from first floor. So, this is basically called as a 2 switch 1 bulb operation. So, if I switch off it, I need to switch on this switch to make bulb work like this. So, you can try this 2 switch 1 bulb circuit and try to find out in house where we use 2 switch 1 bulb assembly, and you can try this circuit. Here we will make one more interesting circuit. I have removed all the wires from previous circuit. Now, negative of the battery is connected to this point of bulb, positive of the battery is connected with the switch. Now, in this circuit I am going to use only one switch. So, all these 3 L brackets and this switch of no use, I am using this switch. So, you can see 2 wires coming from the battery is connected to these 2 points. Then one wire coming from this L bracket is connected to the first point of the bulb. Now, how many points are still there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, these 4 points we will connect using 2 wires. So, I am just unscrewing it, insert the wire and tight it again. So, I am going to connect this from this point to this point. So, if you see clearly, we have connected these 2 points using this red wire. Similarly, we will connect these 2 points like this. So, we call them as we have connected these bulbs in series. So, let us see how it works. So, if you can see it clearly, the circuit. Now, I will switch on the connection. Now, in this daylight, it might be difficult for you to see the brightness of the bulb, but if I take close to the camera, you can see the bulb is glowing, but very low intensity. I can see that intensity, but I am not sure is it visible to you or not. And if I remove any one bulb, all remaining 2 bulbs will go off. If I make it on again, they all will glow with very less intensity than previous. So, such type of circuits are called as resistance in series. Resistors are in series. We will see what happens when we connect resistors in series. After this circuit, we will make one more circuit connecting these 3 resistors in parallel, so that all voltage will go to individual bulbs in parallel. So, I will switch it off, and now we will make a parallel circuit. Here we are ready with our next circuit. You will see a bit complex wiring right now, but do not worry, I will explain it to you. We will see the colors of the wire first. So, the positive of the battery is going to the switch and from this L bracket. Now, here at this point you will see I have connected 2 red wires. So, from this point one red wire is coming from L bracket and going to the first contact point of the bulb. Immediately the second wire coming from this point is going to this point of the bulb. So, here also we have connected 2 red wires, if you can see, and this wire is going to this end point. So, this is positive terminals of we have connected. Similarly, from the black wire is first coming from the battery to this terminal. Here we have connected 2 black wires. One wire is going to this point. Again, here we have connected 2 black wires. The remaining wire or the other wire is going to the other point of the bulb. Such type of circuits we called as parallel circuit. In this, each and every bulb gets direct supply from the source. So, right now circuit is open, so none of the bulb is glowing. We will close the circuit by switching it on. Now you will see, if you remember the intensity in previous circuit, here bulb's intensity is increased. All three bulbs are glowing with same intensity. And if I take out any bulb or switch it on, remaining two are still on. Or even I can try this with the middle one. I will switch off the middle one, still two are glowing. It means that every bulb is getting electricity directly from the source, and it does not mean that you switch off any of the one, rest two goes off in previous case, but not in this case. Can you tell me such kind of circuit where we use? Imagine you are sitting in a hall and watching television, and suddenly your mama enters the hall and switch off the fan. Will your TV will go off? Certainly not. If you have used series circuit in your home, then switching off any one thing in house will switch off everything in house, which we don't want. So, in our house we use parallel circuit. So, it is also called as a domestic circuit. You can try with two bulbs as well, or if you have, you can get one more bulb, you can try it with one more bulb, or try using 9-volt battery as we are using here 3 voltage. You can try it with 9 volt and see what happens. In this session, we will complete these many experiments, and in next session we will go for few more experiments. Meanwhile, it is request for you not to perform remaining experiments from the book. Thank you.